Hey guys, this is Cam315 back at it with another video for you guys, and I'm back with another Science Fell in Love, so I tried to prove it. Season 2 episode review for you guys, and we're talking about episode 4. And yeah, this was another cool episode. They kind of bring in the whole aspects of Ibarada and Kosuke seemingly like falling for each other. We already kind of know that Ibarada, she seems, I think it's already at this point she's fallen for him. It's just kind of when is he going to pick that up and when he's going to eventually cave in, because we saw at the end of the episode, excuse me as I take my drink, that he's trying to resist the urges because that's the type of girl he's into and stuff like that. But yeah, and then also too, we get an interesting plot line. We get introduced to another character that might create a potential love triangle with our boy Yukimura. Don't know where that's going. And then another storyline that kind of built off at the end is, seemingly enough, this one dude who apparently knows of Kanade. He asked her out because that's the whole thing. Like everybody in the show has some sort of couple they're paired with. Ibarada and Kosuke, Yukimura and Himuro. And it seems like Kanade is the only person, left without nobody to fall in love with. Albeit, even though in the opening, the opening is a banger. I don't care. I listen to this opening every freaking time. I'm not skipping this opening. We see in the opening, it seems like, Kanade is actually pretty, it seems like she might have a big role just in the case of somebody she might love. Now, I don't know what's going to happen, but yeah. So, yeah, that's kind of the thing that happens with Kanade. It's like these two guys are just like, oh, look at that hottie over there. I'll talk her and ask her out. But then this one, the dude in the purple hair is like, oh, wait a second. You're with that freaking science group. I can't take you guys. And she's like, but then obviously the dude remembers Kanade. He comes up to her and he's like, hey, Kanade, do you think we can go out? And obviously she's shocked. So I guess in that part will be picked up next week. So it seems like Kanade's got a potential boyfriend coming soon, because she's been the one character that's been looking for someone to fall in love with and have a boyfriend and stuff like that. Again, if I was in this, I would date Kanade. She's cute. Anyways, we get the start of the episode where Kanade actually throws a whole girls' night out at this restaurant and everything, but Ibarada and frickin' Himuro, they're not used to this because they don't do this stuff. And they both explain that's not my kind of preference of tea. Ibarada sensed that, but Himuro's like, actually I'll try it, and she's all happy and everything. But then it ends up becoming a whole what they typically do in their office and their lab and everything and stuff like that, which eventually comes out to these documents that shows things that Himuro loves. Kanade grabs them, and I guess she comes across the part in this paper file where it probably explains how much she's in love with Yukimura. And obviously because Himuro gets all jealous, or not jealous, she gets all flustered. She's like, hey, give that back to me. And obviously Kanade's like, no, I think I should see this. Hey, Ibara senpai, you should look at this, and stuff like that. But then it gets to the point where they're talking about things that they love and everything, but then they're like, so Kanade, do you have things that you love? And they start pressing. I'm like, whoa. So then that's kind of the whole situation there. The Yukimura plot line, he's kind of mentoring this girl named Haru, who seemingly enough doesn't like to study, doesn't like to do schoolwork, doesn't like to do anything, just kind of lazy. And Yukimura is kind of Yukimura is her tutor, and stuff like that. And at first she thought he was gonna be a rude, freaking dude, she's not gonna pay attention. And so that's what she's doing at first. And then all of a sudden she's like, look, dude, I just want to freaking get done with this. I just want to go boboing, which, if you don't know the drinks, bobo or boba, I don't drink that stuff, but my friends drink it sometimes, and everything. And I loved how freaking Yukimura used physics to explain how boba kind of works and everything. It actually got the girl Haru hooked on this, and she's like, oh wow, I didn't know I could use freaking physics with boba. And he's like, yes, you can use physics with pretty much anything, and stuff like that. But you know, he leaves. As he's leaving, you know, she goes on to say, you know, this is actually the first time I actually had fun studying for once, so thank you for that. And obviously he's like, yeah, you see, you know, you can get yourself into a good college and everything. You just have to put the time and work and effort into doing it and stuff like that. Also, too, he kind of gets close, like up and close and personal to her and stuff like that. So I feel like this is like, and she starts getting flustered and starts blushing. I don't know if this is supposed to be some sort of thing where she's starting to fall for him, which means we could potentially be getting a love triangle angle set up, which Himuro might not be happy about. But we already know that Yukimura likes Himuro more than some random girl he just met that he's tutoring. But maybe that might throw a whole wrench, and Himuro is like, who the hell is this girl? And then, you know, you get a whole jealous angle and stuff like that again. So, yeah. But anyways, the thing that Kosuke, Ibarada, and Himuro went to, I guess, his concert to find out, oh, what's the whole, you know, reasons to why, how can you get your love out for these concerts and stuff like that, things like that. You know, it was kind of a cool thing because it's like based on like one of his anime characters he watches that they voice act and stuff like that. And this one, you know, popular supermodel concert star starts singing and stuff like that. They get a blast, but Ibarra can't take it too much. And in a way, she gets kind of jealous because he's really connecting with Himuro, and Ibarra does like, I wish that was me and stuff like that. But you know, she passes out. They'll end up leaving, and that's when Kosuke tells, you know, Himuro, like, you know, Ibarra kind of works herself. She's not that type of person that likes to go out and do things. Kind of like just to sit around and be lazy, and stuff like that. Like she did in the thing in the last episode or something like that, when she tried to work out for the professor, but he ended up doing it for her. Stuff like that, which goes to show that he definitely cares. He goes away to go get something to drink, and then that's when Ibarra kind of explains to Himuro, you know, that she really does like what Kosuke is into and stuff like that, and how much of a person he cares and stuff like that. No, nice stuff. Obviously that's when he's like, I can't fall for her and stuff like that. But yeah, that's kind of the whole thing there. But yeah, that's pretty much the episode. I thought this was a solid episode. Again, I continue to love this show, and I can't wait to see what's gonna happen next. But other than that, guys, we're pretty much halfway done with the season, because we're at episode 5 already. So yeah, but anyways, I'm gonna get out of here. If you guys like the video, leave a like, put in the comment section your thoughts on this week's episode of Science Fell in Love, So I Tried to Prove It, as well as hit that subscribe button. Yeah, as well as hit the subscribe button to get more of this content or any other anime content that I upload to the channel. But anyways, guys, I'm gonna get out of here. Hopefully you guys have a great rest of your day or night or whenever you check this video. Until then, guys, catch you guys later. Peace.